being considered one of the most talented and remarkable divas to have ever passed through WWE, who recently returned to the ring. AJ Lee built an unforgettable career that turned her into a true icon of women's wrestling, in addition to standing out as a successful writer. With her unique charisma, unmistakable style, and as one of the most remembered characters of the Diva era, the former champion won millions of fans around the world, breaking records and leaving her mark on the history of wrestling. But have you ever stopped to think about how this wrestling star lives outside the ring? In today's video, you will discover everything about the luxurious life of AJ Lee, exploring how much she earned in her WWE career, her projects as a writer and screenwriter, as well as learning details about her fortune, the places she lives, and much more. All the details, you check them now! Born in 1987 in Union City, New Jersey, April Jeanette Mendez, better known by her ring name AJ Lee, is one of the most remarkable wrestlers in WWE history and also a famous American writer. Having started her wrestling journey in 2007 on the independent circuit of New Jersey, AJ Lee signed a contract with WWE 2 years later, being assigned to the Development Territory Florida Championship Wrestling. Quickly, AJ won over the audience by bringing to life an eccentric and mentally unstable character who became extremely popular. And among her main achievements after being promoted to the company's main roster is the Divas Championship, which she won 3 times and held the title for a record total of 406 days. Moreover, AJ Lee also won the Slammy Award for Diva of the Year in 2012 and 2014, until in 2015, the wrestler retired from competitions, leading many to believe that her journey in wrestling had come to an end. However, in September 2025, AJ Lee surprised everyone by signing a new contract with WWE, rekindling fans' expectations for this new phase of her career. But it's not only as a fighter that Mendez stands out. She has also built a solid career as a writer. Her book Crazy is My Superpower, for example, was a New York Times bestseller, and in partnership with actress Amy Garcia, she wrote comic books and co-wrote the Netflix movie Blade of the 47 Ronin. And with a trajectory of so much success both inside and outside of wrestling, AJ Lee has established herself as a powerful and successful woman, able to enjoy a quite luxurious life. One of the things AJ Lee spends her money on the most is good places to live with her family. Being married to the wrestler CM Punk since 2014, the diva has at her disposal all of her husband's real estate assets, such as an exquisite loft he acquired in 2010 in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois. Boasting an incredible 9,000 square feet of usable space, the property has a 2-story living room with a wall covered by a large window. The kitchen has marble countertops and beautiful custom-made wooden cabinets, integrating the dining area for up to 10 people. The couple's loft also has 7 rooms, including the suite, which has a living area with a black bookcase and a bathroom with a luxurious jacuzzi. Among other amenities, there is an office, 5 bathrooms with heated floors, and 2 decks with stunning city views. As reported by the media, CM Punk acquired this beautiful apartment for the price of $2,150,000. Currently, it is estimated that the site is already worth more than $2.7 million. But this is not the only property the couple owns. The most luxurious property that AJ Lee and CM Punk own is a Spanish-style mansion in the city of Los Angeles, in the state of California. Spanning over 3,700 square feet, the residence built in 1937 boasts many welcoming spaces that have been renovated in recent years. Entering the property, one notices that the rooms have a predominance of clean colors on the walls and a beautiful wooden floor. And among the main spaces, there is a living room well lit by natural light, which has a fireplace for cold days. Right next to it, there is a dining room with a rustic wooden table facing the kitchen, which features a breakfast area, meal preparation counters, and stainless steel appliances. Another eye-catching space is a room with large doors that open onto the backyard, which includes a wet bar for party days. In total, the residence has 4 bedrooms, each well furnished to accommodate the residents. In the case of the master suite, there is a balcony overlooking the garden, in addition to an en-suite bathroom. There are still 4 other bathrooms distributed throughout the property, an office with built-in shelves in the wall, among other things. Going outside, there are great balconies for gathering or having casual meals, in addition to a patio with a pool, a garage for 2 vehicles, and a separate guest house with equally luxurious environments as the main residence. There are also many mature trees on the 9,300 square foot lot, which create plenty of shade and a pleasant atmosphere to live in. To acquire this beautiful property, AJ Lee had to shell out a good amount of money in 2021. According to some sources, the fighter and her husband shelled out around $4 million for the place. When it comes to getting around with sophistication, AJ Lee doesn't compromise on excellent types of automobiles. Unlike other fighters who like to flaunt million-dollar vehicles, Mendez is more discreet in this regard, but according to some sources, she has some very interesting vehicles in her garage. The cheapest of them is a Lexus ES300H, an executive-class sedan that exudes elegance thanks to its well-designed exterior. Inside, the car offers extremely comfortable wide seats and premium leather, as well as great features that assist the driver during driving. And to know how much she paid for the car, it is estimated that her vehicle is worth $40,000. Going up in price, AJ Lee has a Jaguar XJ, a luxury sedan with a sportier appearance, which stands out for its quick acceleration and dynamic handling. Inside, the car features high-quality leather seats, noble wood panels, and excellent advanced technology features. And it's no wonder that this car is quite popular among celebrities and even figures of the British royalty. And if you're curious to know the price of the fighter's car, she shelled out around $76,000 for the vehicle. The car that AJ Lee is believed to own is an Audi R8, one of the automaker's highest performance vehicles, equipped with a V10 engine that produces 560 horsepower. This machine is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds, and that must be why its price is valued at $200,000. Successful wrestlers like AJ Lee spare no expense to always look well-dressed for any occasion. During her time in WWE, for example, she often wore some very interesting sneakers, such as Converse Chuck Taylor Knee-High V Youth Size 11 for $60, Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Snapdown X-High for $130, and Converse Star Black Knee-High Lace-Up Size 7 for $600. More recently, after returning to competition, AJ Lee has been photographed wearing some very expensive items, such as Everywhere Sling Bag and Spice Chai by Lululemon for $78, New Era Cubby Chicago Cubs sweatshirt for $80, and Converse All-Stars paired with Levi's shorts for $130. Not bad, huh? Far beyond being a wrestler, AJ Lee is a bold woman with a keen eye for the business world. Her main bet outside the ring, without a doubt, was in the publishing market, as her memoir Crazy Is My Superpower was a true success, becoming a New York Times bestseller. According to some estimates, AJ received an advance of up to $500,000 for the work, in addition to ongoing royalties from sales. Moreover, through Scrappy Heart Productions, she has also worked writing comic books and co-writing the Netflix film Blade of the 47 Ronin, which certainly generated good revenue for her. Another notable job of AJ Lee was as the executive and creative producer of the Women of Wrestling promotion, where she earns around $50,000 per season. Not bad, right? Being one of the most popular wrestlers to have ever stepped into the WWE rings, AJ Lee is also a great influencer, and of course, she takes advantage of her visibility to further increase her earnings. According to some rumors, the diva earns up to $100,000 a year just from event appearances and public appearances, in addition to pocketing interesting amounts in advertising contracts with major brands. With all of this, we can say that AJ Lee has become a great businesswoman in recent years. Being a famous American wrestler and writer, it's no wonder that AJ Lee is an extremely wealthy and successful woman. Before retiring in 2015, for example, it is estimated that the athlete received $300,000 per year from WWE at the peak of her career, an amount that, when added to performance bonuses, pay-per-view appearances, and official merchandise sales, could reach approximately $500,000 annually. After her triumphant return to WWE in September 2025, it is still uncertain how much AJ Lee is receiving in her new contract with the company, but experts believe that his salary is not less than $250,000 per year. AJ Lee never limited her career to just wrestling, expanding her sources of income to various other areas over the past decade. And if you consider all these sources of income, the wrestler's fortune increases significantly. Although it is difficult to determine the exact value of the net worth that AJ Lee accumulated throughout her career, some sources estimate that she has a fortune of $4 million. Already considering her husband's earnings, their combined net worth rises to around $16 million. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.